first question for you is, what's your take on the supposed backlash? Where is it coming from? What's the point of it? And all of those things there.
Whatever backlash is out there, the same demographics say that these movie companies are doing pandering, stick to the comic, stick to the source material, SJW pandering, and these go woke, go broke. Marvel's gonna lose it. These next 10 years, you're gonna see all these female-led superhero movies, and it's gonna be awful. And I don't even care about Marvel movies anymore. The trilogy ended with Endgame, as far as I'm concerned.
Ended with the snap.
It ended with the snap. After that, there's nothing more left with the story. I'm completely disinterested in Captain Marvel leading the Avengers and all this. So
right. These are the same guys. This is the
yeah,
same group of people that don't want to watch football anymore. But digress.
these are the same guys who are complaining that Falcon is getting the shield and not Bucky. So Kang the Conqueror, who was casted by Jonathan Majors. I think as Black people, we always want that representation in superheroes and on television, and for Hispanics have their own entertainment industry for sure. But on the Hollywood big screen, they got Spy Kids, and that's it in terms of representation.
Well, and I mean, Robert Rodriguez throughout the years definitely put in the maximum amount of effort to highlight aspects of that culture and bring that over to the big screen. Robert Rodriguez was on the front lines of making movies like El Mariachi, Desperado, Once Upon a Time in Mexico, Spy Kids, even some of the more comedic movies like Machete and all of those like that. Yeah, I get what you're saying. And in terms of what the biggest genre in entertainment is right now, that is something that's lacking in representation. That is a demographic that hasn't really been highlighted that way. But my thing is with this here, this is where my mind starts to go in a couple different directions.
All right, go ahead, man. What you got?
A character like Kang the Conqueror, for the most part, is obscure in terms of exposure. That's a character that could be casted for an actor of any ethnicity if you wanted to, because nobody really knows about Kang the Conqueror unless you're really in tune with the history of the Avengers and knowing that character is really three different characters. You see what I'm saying?
That's inside baseball for the fans.
Yeah, that's way inside right there. So Kang the Conqueror being casted by a Black actor who also happens to be on one of the more popular TV series of this year, that's just great casting. I don't really consider that to be race bending at all. I only feel that race bending, when it comes to casting a character, only actually sticks. It only matters when the ethnicity of the person who's portraying the character is actually incorporated to the origin of the character. I hope that makes sense. So it doesn't make much of a difference at the end of the day. Kang the Conqueror being Black for a live action movie really doesn't matter a whole lot unless culturally you figure out a way to make it matter. Like, prime example, Jamie Foxx was Electro in The Amazing Spider-Man 2, for anyone who's seen that movie.
Right.
Maybe that was a bad example, but the fact that Jamie Foxx, being a Black actor playing the role of Electro, that didn't really make a whole lot of difference on the character, right?
Right.
It didn't make a lick of difference. For example, if the next Batman would have been casted as someone who was Asian American as opposed to being Caucasian, okay, yeah, you could say obviously Bruce Wayne being casted Asian American is gonna shake things up, but unless that cultural background plays a part in that character's origin, it's not changing a whole lot. The only thing that it changes is the optics. It just changes the way that it looks. But it shouldn't change the way that you feel about the character, because you haven't been told to feel any different type of way about the character.
Talk that talk, man. Talk that talk.
You know what I'm saying? Like this, like at the heart of it, this is like I don't get bothered by this kind of shit, but I expect more out of people. I expect people to have a better level of awareness and at least pay more attention to what it is that's being presented to them. Like this isn't a big fucking deal. this is
No.
not a big deal, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Oh God. Let me stop. I'm gonna chill out, bro.
I've even seen the new Suicide Squad game has Deadshot in it, and he's black.
Right.
And I see comments like, oh, Deadshot's still black? The movie already came out already.
Okay. All right. So are we gonna move more units? And like at the end of the day, what's gonna move more units, right? Deadshot, for all intents and purposes, is Will Smith. I'll probably never see Will Smith as Deadshot ever again, but Deadshot is Will Smith. The same way Nick Fury is Samuel Jackson. Once Samuel Jackson was casted as Nick Fury, from here on out, in Marvel Comics, whatever properties, Samuel Jackson, the appearance of Nick Fury is going to be based off of him because that is the most popular version of the character, right?
Right.
Okay. Deadshot is still a B plus player, B minus player, C plus player. You
know? let's keep it a buck, especially in the comics. If y'all think, oh, DC's now realizing he's a great character, no, it's just marketing, man. It's a job. They gotta amp it up because Will Smith played him in the freaking movie. So
right. And Will Smith is one of the biggest movie stars on the planet, even now in 2020. Of course, you're gonna base his likeness and all of these properties related to the Suicide Squad off of Will Smith. You'd be fucking stupid to not do it.
Right. You trying to make money. You trying to make money, yo.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. So the guy from the CW show Arrow did such a swell job that he's even though he's more comic accurate to Deadshot, that's really gonna put butts in seats and sell the video game.
Yeah, bro. Don't nobody want to hear that shit, right? You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, there's some conversations that don't need to be had. At the end of the day, people, like you said, bro, people want to make money, man. I don't care. Yes, it is important to be accurate to the source material in certain instances. It is important. But a lot of properties, a lot of not even related to superheroes or comic books or whatever, movies that are based on books, TV shows that are based on books, everything does not always have to be a one-for-one adaptation of a property. It can still be inspired by it, take elements from it, and go in a different direction. It's okay as long as the quality and the right amount of time is put in to give you the best product as possible. But like, come on, dog. Like, I don't give.
Does the casting of Will Smith as Deadshot ruin every single comic appearance of Deadshot since his conception? No, like you still have that material. You still have those video games or animated series or television series. That doesn't go away just because you got an actor or actress of color portraying that character. It's still there. You know, something's messed up if you're like, damn, dog, I can't look at Deadshot the same way again. Something's wrong with you, man. Like, you got some problems. Yeah, if you can't read your 1940-something issue of Detective Comics and Deadshot's in there with fighting Batman, you're like, oh, he's Will Smith. Like, you got some problems, man.
Not fighting Batman. He's not fighting Batman. He's getting his ass whooped.
Getting his ass whooped by Batman. Yo.
This ain't it for me right here. This is where I check out. Get the fuck out of here, man. With that bullshit, bro. Like, man, and I mean, okay, all right. So we know that there's a new 007 movie coming out this year. In this movie, there's a black actress who has been casted as 007 because 007 is a code name for James Bond. The movie that's coming out is still a James Bond movie. It just so happens that for whatever reason, they're going to explain through dialogue or telling the story, the mantle of 007 has been passed on to someone else. If James Bond happens to die in the field or something like that, that doesn't mean the next person after he retires or fucking dies can't be 007. You know what I'm saying? We shouldn't even have to think that hard about this kind of shit, bro.
Oh man, they're gonna make James Bond a black woman. Oh my god, like this is the SJW.
Like we shouldn't have to think this hard about this kind of shit, man. Like honestly.
Like if 007 dies, who the fuck replaces him?
Like no, the number just dies there on the gravestone. On the gravestone. It doesn't even say rest in peace, James Bond. It just says 007. No birth year, no date of death, none of that shit. Just a number, 007. And no one else will ever even be able to get the fuck out of here, bro. Come on, man.
Oh, man. Because that's how the military works. That's how government agencies work, right? Like someone just happens to pass or retire, the title is done. There's no replacement.
Right.
Like, you have to make a whole new job position.
Because nobody was 007 before, man. All right, my bad. You see what I'm saying? If this was really the case, if all of this shit was really the case, right? Like Miles Morales could never be known as Spider-Man. He could never be Spider-Man. He'd have to be somebody else. He'd have to go by a different moniker or whatever. Like when fucking Steve Rogers hands off the shield, that's it. That's it. There's nothing else to discuss after that. He doesn't got the shield anymore. He hands it off to Sam. Guess who's Captain America now? Whoever has the shield.
Oh man.
Like, I'm just saying, like it shouldn't be this difficult. I don't really care. It doesn't bother me. If I can't get a good night's sleep because the character of Floyd Lawton is portrayed by Will Smith, I can't view Deadshot taking the L to Batman the same. It'll never be the same. Like, what great impact? What great impact has the character of Deadshot had in any form of media at all before Will Smith portrayed him in a bad movie?
He showed up for a few episodes in Arrow. Woo.
Like, Will Smith deserved better, man.
The character didn't make him. He made the character.
Like, Will Smith should have been Rick Flag, bro. If they really wanted to piss some people off, right?
Right.
We get a black Nick Fury, and then we get a black Rick Flag, bro. Straight like that. That's how it should have went. All right, man. Next topic.
In terms of race bending these characters, y'all, let us know what you think. Do you think that it's pandering, or it doesn't make any sense to race bend these characters where the race has nothing to do with their origins or their personality? Let us know what you think. Comment below. We're out.